Yo, 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 what's up, my senoritos? And the crowd goes silent. um, so, what's up, you guys? Like, I haven't posted, like, a Reddit story in a while. And yesterday, I did not, get to, film Doors Paradox. So, that's okay. But what's it called? I have a Reddit story for you guys. Am I the a-hole? And, whatchamacallem? Also, I'm working on a new intro. I promise. I am. I'm thinking of just like doing an intro on like all of like a whole bunch of edits and stuff. But yeah. Oh wait, hold on. My dad sent me the video from my swim meet. I'm gonna watch it really quickly. I would show you, but it depends on how I look. Cause if I look goofy, I can't show you guys. I'm being dead last. I'm not watching the rest. It was my first swim meet, okay? And I got off the block late. I hated my start too. Honestly, I hated everything. But my goggles also got cloudy, so I couldn't see, didn't know what I was doing, where I was going. Like, there were so many people yelling at me. It was a lot. Anyway, I spent 2 minutes not reading anything, so let's start. Alright. I already started reading some of this because what's it called? Like, my mic wasn't off this time. It was just, what's it called? Like, I got interrupted, okay? My cousin interrupted me. So, am I the a-hole for telling my ex that if he really wants our daughter to quit ice dance, he can pay me back for the last 8 years of it? I don't think so, cause what I've read so far, she did all of the work. So yeah. Alright. Hello. I'm very much upset as spaghetti still and don't want to disturb my friends with this darn nonsense. So my ex and I divorced when our daughter was 7. She's 15 now. Ever since the divorce, I've had more custody time and have always made more money than him, so I just paid for her extracurriculars. Ice dance was one of... Wait, is there a difference between ice dance and ice skating? I don't even know for real. Oh, okay. I see. All right. Ice dance was the one thing she loved from the very beginning, and she stuck. Oh, that makes sense because it says costumes. All right, bet. With it, and I've been paying for everything. Y'all see that? Everything. That means he gave no help at all. Lessons, costumes, travel, the whole mess. It adds up, but she's good and she lights up at practices, so whatever. I budgeted for it. Oh my god, I have a big old scratch on my pinky. Right there. Don't know if y'all can see it. Oh well. That's not what y'all came here for. Well, my ex remarried about 3 years ago. His wife is honestly a nice woman. I mean it. I genuinely like her and I think she's good for him. She has 2 kids from her previous marriage and they're around my daughter's age. Her daughter, I'll call Ella to not confuse anyone, does ballet and goes to the same school as mine. They even get along pretty well, or at least they did until recently. Alright, this is where I don't know anything now. Apparently, some kids at school have been asking to watch my daughter's ice dance videos and performances and weren't showing the same level of enthusiasm for Ella's ballet stuff. Oh, Lord Jesus. This sounds like my cousin. Sorry. Okay. Kids are fickle like that. I don't get that. And I don't blame Ella at all for being upset. She's 14. Anyone her age would feel insecure. She ended up crying to her mom about it, and her mom told me later she just hugged her and told her she's talented in her own way. I believe her, and she's not the type to pit kids against each other or be weird about my daughter's success. Alright, cool. See, I had said this in the first one that I had started filming. I love when 2 exes, like mom and dad, the dad, if the dad remarries or something, I love how the mom can be cool with the ex's wife and like it's not beef. Like I love that. I don't know. Wait, did she ever? No, she didn't say she remarried. I don't know. Maybe she did. Maybe she didn't. I don't know. All right. My ex overheard this whole thing and I guess decided this was a big problem that required him to swoop in and even the playing field. Oh Lord Jesus, I swear. Sometimes dads be doing too much. I have no idea what got into his head, but he called me all puffed up, acting like we need to do the right thing and protect both girls. Nothing happened. Nobody was getting into no fights or bullying. What are you talking about? Oh, editor Aubrey, bleep that word out, please. I just made this video, so whatever. I literally thought he was messing with me at first. Then he kept going on and on about how his stepdaughter was feeling overshadowed and how it wasn't right for our kid to hog attention. Nobody's hogging attention. Honestly, if I was the daughter, I would honestly be like, take this attention away from me. I don't want it. Then, so I guess he realized this only seemed to benefit one kid, so he switched to saying ice dance is too competitive, too time consuming, too expensive, and too much pressure on our daughter. Well, first off, she loves it and she's been doing it since she was 7. Time consuming, as long as she has good grades, I don't care. Too expensive, you're not paying for it. I am. And too much pressure, she will tell me. If she doesn't want to do it, she don't want to do it. But at the end of the day, who are you to make those decisions for her? Decisions, I said that so wrong. And I'm just sitting there trying not to scream because even his wife didn't want this, as was revealed to me after the call ended a few hours later. This man was sitting on this phone screaming for hours, oh Lord, when she texted me apologizing about his ask. Nobody asked him to do anything. He just decided to fix it in the most nuclear way possible. See, if I'm the stepmom, nah, we're done. I don't like, nah. You need to go to anger management or something, I don't know, but get that together. So he kept pushing and pushing. I finally snapped. I told him fine. If he really wants her to stop after she's poured 8 years of her life into this, then he can cut me a check for everything I spent on it. All the lessons, equipment, costumes, travel, private coaching, everything and every dollar. Because I sure as heck wasn't going to yank her out and break her heart for free so he can act like he solved something that wasn't even the problem. Exactly. Because he knows dang well if it was his stepdaughter, he wouldn't be doing none of this, number one. Number two, if you take her out, then the stepdaughter's gonna get all the attention, and then it's gonna be like she's hogging attention. So like, I'm pushed. Like, oh my gosh, wait, she gonna call me baby boo. Yo, literally, I'm sitting here talking. Look how blind my thing is going. Yo, I'm done. Right, okay. He got mad immediately and started ranting. Why did I say immediately like that? Started ranting about how I was weaponizing money and how I always lord my income over him. Man, get out of my face. Which is hilarious as heck because I've literally paid for everything without ever asking him for a doggone a dime in return. And he hung up on me after some more ranting about how I was trying to punish him. Don't nobody care about you and what you got going on. Get out. Now I'm just sitting here ruminating over it all and feeling guilty even though I know I shouldn't be. And also just getting upset, more upset about what happened. My daughter loves ice dance. She worked her butt off, and Ella wasn't trying to sabotage her or anything. She was just having a bad day. But somehow this all turned into me being the villain because I won't drop everything and punish our kid for being good at something. You are not the a-hole. Like, right. Not, right. She's not the a-hole, but the other person is. For sure. You would not be the a-hole. Really? Oh, clock that. She said, I didn't say the S word. I said she, and then I stopped. It was a call. So the thing said, your ex sounds like a dip poop. And she was like, exactly what I do first, Tim. Real, real. True that, true that. And he will blame OP for alienating his daughter. Literally. And he will blame OP for alienating his daughter from him. He won't admit that it was himself that was alienating. Don't ever accept the consequences either. Like, I like the way you speak about the new wife and her child. You sound like a very kind and compassionate person who doesn't need to make others feel like they're less. Your daughter is very lucky to have you. That's so sweet, even though it has nothing to do with it. If his wife is truly as loving as you say, I hope she comes to the same conclusion that you did. Divorce him! Mm. I'm loving your ex's wife right now. That isn't a problem. It's not a competition between the girls, and if he really wants to see it that way, he's in for a life of hurt. Don't engage his idiocy. What next? If one gets into a program the other doesn't, they shouldn't do it because if the other gets envious. It's natural and expected to not like when others have something you want and don't get. That's when you learn how to handle that emotion and don't just expect the other to stop because there will always be something else. What about university or other experiences one gets to have? Sounds like your ex needs to grow up. No, like honestly real. Because like real. Something aimed towards the ex-wife. That's real. Honestly, y'all, I read fast, so like, if y'all see me go there and then y'all hear me say something, and I'm like, and I say something about something, and then like you're like, wait, where did that? Wait, where are you looking at? I'm like, that's why I be highlighting where I'm looking at because I read fast, and I know some people don't read as fast. So we're deeming them not the a-hole. Well, for me, comment below what you think. Next story. You might be. You you just might be. A minute ago? Oh my gosh. F you did. Forget you did. Why would you do that? You're definitely the a-hole. I kind of am trying to get back to my a-hole, dude. Thank you. Confusion. More confusion. Most likely not. Maybe, I don't know. Alright, we'll look at this one. Am I the a-hole for telling my husband and I will am I the a-hole for telling my husband I will leave if he moves his son and husband into our house? My husband has a 47-year-old son with a close to 60 husband. I don't even care that he's gay, bro. Like, this is already confusing me. Both of them do not have work and no means of income. Oh, get away from me. They have managed to live with my husband's ex-wife, but now they are in financial. Okay, I'm confused. Is the son's husband 60? Or does your husband have another? Or does your husband have a husband who is 60? This is so confusing. Oh my god, I'm not reading this. Alright, am I the a-hole for calling my sister a bad mother? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Just for some context, my sister, we'll call her Riley, 29, female, has a 3-year-old daughter. We'll call her Sarah. My sister and I, 21, female, were raised very differently, and it shows. I was raised by my dad while she was raised by her mother, and although none of us talk to the mother, I see her a lot in Riley. Riley has been bouncing around from place to place since Sarah was born and hasn't had a job the entire time. She stays with someone until they can't take it anymore, then moves on to the next family member. About 6 months ago, Riley moved in with our other sister, 22, female. We'll call her Macy. Now Macy, although at first was willing to help, as time went on, she grew impatient. She begged Riley to get a job and help with the bills. Finally, Macy decided to move out and that she would not be renewing the lease until Riley got a job. Riley then walked out and left. It was very stressful for all of us, and I even left work to go find her. That was dumb. My parents, who I live with, took in Sarah, and CPS got involved. They went to my sister's place, and it was disgusting. Trash everywhere, cats with no litter box, no beds. It was horrible. So my parents were awarded emergency custody. Now my sister was put on. Oh wait, Now my sister was put on 72-hour hold because they were afraid she was a danger to herself. Sarah did good away from her mom. Never even asked about her. Then came the first visit. Sarah did good at the visit with no tears, no, I want to stay with mommy. She was even excited to leave, so Riley followed her down in my parents' car and kept telling Sarah that she knew it was hard and that she knew Sarah missed her. Emotional manipulation type stuff. Which, never mind. Which is the same thing our mom used to do to us. Eventually, she got what she wanted. Sarah cried, and she just closed the door and walked away. That girl probably cried because you was harassing her. Leave that girl alone. Now, things just kept getting worse. Every time Sarah would visit, Riley would do the same thing. Riley also started telling my dad how to parent. He raised 7 kids. I think he knows what he's doing. She also had really weird things she cared about, like no red 40 dye. Okay, that's fine. I honestly, I don't really like, no talkies and all that hot stuff. Yeah. Thank you. We got food, chat. We got food. Sausage, eggs, and oatmeal. No peaches, no fruit punch. Okay. She even told us things like she won't let you do her hair. And she hates this and that. She actually loves when I do her hair, and she's a kid, so we make her do things she doesn't want to. It's not that hard. Confusion. Then I found out what really sent me over the edge. This 3-year-old has a cradle cap, normally found in infants, because Riley only ever made her bath or put on clean clothes when she knew that my dad was going to see them. Why was this woman given back custody? The other day, Riley called me to tell me how life or hard was and how she was always the one in the right and everyone was out to get her. I lost it. I told her that she has no right to act like that, like it was that bad when she neglected a child for 3 years and has been mooching off everyone around her until they had nothing left to give. I said that she was a bad mom and should keep her tubes tied so she could never have another kid. I also told her I hoped that we could keep Sarah permanently so she had a chance of growing up with good influences. She got mad and hung up to call my dad and tell on me. He told me that I should have held my tongue and that she was still struggling. So am I the a-hole? No. But also the fact that your dad said that while knowing, man, ridiculous work. Wreck. I forgot how to spell wreck for real. Permanent. I don't want to take a screenshot. I have to use the Sharpie marker to learn how to spell that. And yeah, I got to. Don't mind my Reddit name. Alright, we're gonna do one more story because I'm already at 22 minutes. Mm-hmm. Alright. My 32 female hatred for my best friend's 30 female boyfriend is ruining our friendship, and I'm considering ending it unless she leaves him. How can you dictate? Alright. Let's who is it? What's up? Yes, I'm filming though. Yo, I made up my bed today. I can't even see it. Goofy light. Alright. I hate 100 times this man. They've been together for 3 years, and for the first year he was a great guy. But I truly believe it was all a front to get my friend to fall for him, and then his true colors began to show when she was locked in. He is a controlling a-hole, and he even admits it. He speaks to her like she is a child, swears at her, scolds her for everything, and makes her stay on the phone with him the entire day, every day, even when she's at work, and gets upset when she has to leave the call or put him on mute. She can't ever have time to herself, her friends, her family, because he gets angry and wants her all to himself. So, see, I'm gonna stop you right there. This is giving this one song, Love is Blind. Don't know if y'all have ever heard it. I'll insert a snippet of it, but I will keep reading. The scolding, oh my god, the scolding. She's saying scolding like she's a child. He scolds her for everything. She even once got him Diet Pepsi at a restaurant because they didn't have Diet Coke, and he proceeded to scold her in front of everyone for messing up something so simple. She lives in a doorman apartment building, and once when he came to visit and the doorman stopped him, he screamed at her over the phone to get him on the freaking list because he was embarrassed. He was stopped by security and then refused to speak to her for the rest of the day. You know what? No. You can stay outside, and I'm telling them to never let you in. Put you on the ban list. Get away from me. No, sir. I found a snippet. Or I'll just... Oh, no. I can't have it over 60 seconds. Me too. Listen. Yeah, that's what this is giving. One time we were all in the car driving and it was snowing. His car accidentally slid and all my friend said was, "Babe, be careful." When he got control of the car back, he screamed at her, "Don't freaking treat me like I'm a freaking child. Don't you ever freaking infantilize me. I'm a better driver than you," he says after he proceeds to almost kill us. I told this man what an a-hole he is multiple times, and we always get into fights, but I'm not going to stand there and let him speak to her the way that he does and not call him out. I'm sure there's so much more he's done to her that she won't tell me about, and it breaks my heart because she is so in love with him and wants to marry him. Every time she speaks about marriage and kids with him, I recoil and think about how I don't want to be in any wedding they have because he's the type that'll control the entire thing. Doesn't help that she always sticks up for him. I'm not sure what else to do. Do I stand by and let her continue to just ruin her life, or do I break it off and tell her to call me when she dumps him? Okay. This is kind of hard. But also, I need you to fix that title because I was so confused. Anyway, I think you should more so do the last option, but also give her, help her get away from him. Get her, a women's shelter or something. Or better yet, record something. If you live in only a one-party consent state, babes, you have the right to record. Well, if it's in your own space. But if you live in a two-party consent state, that might be harder. I mean, but just you could just kind of lie or whatever, and have cameras in your house or whatever, and invite them over for dinner or something, and then you'd be like, "Oh yeah," be like, "Oh, just so you guys know, I got new cameras. What's it called? Cause somebody broke into my house or whatever, and I got packages stolen. So do something, so that way it's not as obvious, whatever." But yeah. Let's read the comments because it's gonna be the last one. You can't save people from themselves. Sooner or later, she'll probably... Oh my gosh. Sooner or later, she'll probably see it, but by then, the damage will likely have already been done. Maybe just say that she's always welcome at your house if she wants to leave, and leave it at that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna watch him treat you this way any longer. When you decide to leave, I'll be here. Yeah. Yes, I think distracting yourself from it is modeling to her what that looks like. You can love her and choose not to subject yourself to that toxic behavior, and she can also love him and choose not to subject herself to it either. Lead by example. Be available to her when she's ready to leave, but remove yourself from supporting her in the relationship. Yeah, because then you're kind of enabling it, and kind of showing that oh yeah, it's okay for you to do this and stuff. I would recommend you do what my friend did with me. My friend Robin sat me down and told me that she couldn't stay to watch me be abused any longer. She told me that she loved me, and because of that, she was stressed and worried about me constantly. She told me that it was affecting her sleep and eating, and she had to make the choice to step away. Her health could not take the stress of my life was causing. She told me that she would always love me and would be there when I was ready to change my life. I sat with that for about a week. I had lost a lifelong friend because of him. She was more worried about me than I was about myself. I realized that I needed to love myself even a little. I threw him out. He stalked me for almost 3 years after I broke it off. He got married and still stalked me. He was insane. Robin saved my life by walking away from me. Every time I tell this story, I message Robin and thank her again. I owe her everything. Oh, thank her, thank her from the internet strangers as well. That I'm talking about the comment. That was cute. But yeah, I definitely agree with them. Like you gotta what's it called? Like you gotta do what's best for you sometimes, and when they're ready to finally leave, just like be there and support them, And that's all you can really ever do. You know. Alright, you guys. Wow, we hit the 30-minute mark. I finished like at 30 minutes. So, with that being said, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching this video. And that will be the end. Oh yeah, you guys, my ducky wants to say hi. I got it yesterday. That's for me. Alrighty. Well, that's great. Bye. Mwah.